Hi! Oh my god. It has been a minute. It's been what, 4 months since you have seen me in a long form video here on YouTube. Honestly, I have a good explanation. On my community post, I have been posting again and again, oh, I'm coming back. Oh, I have a video coming. And every single time, zip nada. I disappear again. So this time, wallahi talai, I'm back. I promise. And I'm just gonna sit down in this video, just you all about it because, girl, a lot has changed. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of tea. Go right now, grab popcorn or biscuits or gari, whatever it is that you use to snack, and get a drink. And if it's already gari, then I guess it is a snack and a drink together. Anyway, get some yum yums because we're about to spill some tea over here, okay? Oh, and in case you haven't noticed, I'm very ashy right now. I just finished washing my face and I just finished having my bath. So I want to do my makeup while I gist you guys about everything that I've been up to since I've been away. I know it's a new thing. Have you ever seen me on makeup before? No, exactly. So as I'm coming back now, I want to do something new, something new. At least new for this channel, because doing makeup and talking is not anything new, but for this channel it's kind of new. So hopefully I'm able to concentrate and do the makeup very well while talking to y'all about what I've been about, what's been going on in the last 1 month. Thanks again. Grab your snack. Let's just. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning, right? Around May, I got a new job, okay? And it completely took over my life. I've always worked remotely since like early 2022. So remote work was what I was used to, is what I've always known. So this time I now had to switch to a hybrid role. And not just any hybrid role, it was a hybrid role in a digital marketing agency. Like, if you have any friend that's working in an agency, send them money and just every day just send them like positive affirmations because it is a stressful job, right? And it took a lot of getting used to because I'm used to having just one brand I'm focusing on, usually in the beauty lifestyle niche, and all of a sudden I'm doing FMCG, I'm doing telco, I'm doing all these things that I'm not really used to. So it was a lot of adjusting that needed to be done. In fact, it was just so very ebb and flow, very going through the motions, very trial by fire. All I was getting used to my new, schedule and everything. There was just no time to film, to edit, to do all these extra things, especially for YouTube. Because if you are a content creator, you know that creating content for YouTube is different from creating content for things like Instagram. It's not the same thing. Okay, so I just didn't have the time, the energy, the mental capacity. In the space of this last few months that I've been in this job, what have I not? I've cried, I've begged God, I've rubbed on the floor, I've done fasting. Agency life will try you. It will try everything that you've ever known in your life. Sometimes you resume in the office and then right there in the morning they'll tell you, oh, you're going to the island today. We don't know when you're going to close, but you're going there. Many filming days have been interrupted like that, and every time I'll say, okay, next week, okay, tomorrow, and then before you know it, 4 months pass, and to God be the glory. I'm talking so much, I'm not even doing makeup again. Shame. I knew that this is going to be hard. Okay, all right, let's do foundation now. Let's do serious things. So a lot of things changed when I got this new job. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, those were my work from office days, but then later it's changed to Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I would wake up in the morning on these days. I would try and figure out what I want to wear to work. I'll try and figure out what I want to eat. So I'll like wake up in the morning, I'll cook rice, maybe warm stew, warm beans, put my, lunch together, and then take that to work. Okay. Figuring out what to wear and what to eat. Those were two like incredibly difficult things because if I'm at home, I will literally just so gary or just not even eat at all. If you think you can survive 9 to 5 and you will not eat in the middle of the day, you're joking. And if you don't now carry food, you will now be ordering food every how much are they paying you? And then when you get to the office, they'll just give you some kind task like this that you just be like, Is this my life? Is this my real actual life? You just be thinking to yourself, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, there were days like that. But we thank the Lord, we've been able to manage, and I've gotten to a place now where I can more easily squeeze out days like this. I'm filming on a Tuesday. This confession I've just made now. Now, a few things that I don't like about working in a digital marketing agency is the fact that your work is never really your own. Like, you can't take full credit for it, because after you do the work finish, there's like a ton of people that are going to review and going to, it's never just your work. And again, some of these clients you would have done overnight, you would have done serious work, you would think to yourself that, moti cook wow. Once they see this idea like this, all their head will scatter. And then you get there and they'll tell you, change everything. And you just be like, now if you want to work in a digital marketing agency, you need to have a lot of self-esteem. You need to believe in yourself, because like I said, trial by fire, as in hot burning coals. If you don't believe in yourself, I swear to God, you will cry. You feel like you don't know anything. And some of these clients, and they just like to feel like na them sabi pass. It's funny how they will come and say, "Oh, I want us to go in a new direction. I want us to really speak to the youth. I want us to, to be more exciting as a brand." And then you recommend them like TikTok style content. You give them the things that are really resonating with the people that they say they want to reach. And then they will say, "This is too unserious." Hello? Did they tell you that the people you are trying to reach are serious? Yes, you say you want to reach the youth, you say you want to reach the young adults, and then we bring young adult content. You're saying it's too unserious. Hello. It happens like that a lot. It can be very, very stressful. All these kind of things, it will make you to work on the same presentation again and again, the same ideas again and again. You keep going around and around and around. It's not fun at all, especially on days like that where your ideas, the idea that you believed in, that you really thought about, it's like, it's not idea that ChatGPT gave you, idea that came from the middle of your medulla oblongata, and then they'll just rip it to shreds, and then you have to start all over again. That's the worst part of working in an agency for me. But then the upside is that you get to work with some brands that otherwise I don't know where I'll have seen them to work with. Brands like, Ferus, brands like MTN, Premier Co, those kind of brands. Like, where will I see them to work with before if it's not through this agency? You get what I'm saying? So that's some of the upside. Like, the actual work itself. Okay, you are working with these big brands now. The process of working with them. So yeah, that's how work has been, and that is how work has contributed to me, disappearing on this YouTube site. But by God's grace, I am back, and hopefully I won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Like, I'll be more active here going forward by God's very, very special grace. If it was only my work that was stressing me out in the last 4 weeks, maybe I could have come back to YouTube a bit earlier. But unfortunately, it wasn't just work. Or should I say fortunately? Why am I saying unfortunately? It wasn't just work that was stressing me out. I was in the middle of planning my wedding. If you've been seeing my shorts, you already kind of know that your girl went and got hitched, baby. I went and got myself a husband. I mean, I'm saying I went and got myself a husband as if you guys didn't already know that, I was in a relationship. I mean, you've seen me do his hair on this channel before, although I guess that was short, not really a long video. But yeah, I married the love of my life in September. He proposed on the last day of May. Between June and September, I was caught up in wedding planning. Now, don't get me wrong. I had planners, multiple, two planners. But I'm someone that finds it hard to just delegate everything. Like, I would just pack my whole wedding and give two people. For what? No, I had to have some control over some things. So things like guest list, Things like wardrobe, I know I took charge of those ones. I'm the one that sourced my actual okay. I'm the one that got my shoes. I'm the one that dressed the bridesmaids and all those kind of things. So yeah, that was another thing that was really taking my time, my energy, my brain capacity. Why is one side looking brighter than the other, Igbame? Finding my actual okay was actually not a stressful thing. Say for shoes, my auntie hooked me up with her actual okay person, so that was easy. And then for shoes, like I have a place here in Ogba that I get my shoes from. So getting shoes, all those things, it was not a big deal. But like still, following up with my tailor, yeah, I use my own tailor. I was hearing some people's prices for sewing actual okay. I was hearing 180K to sew. After buying the actual okay, to sew the actual okay is separately. It's not as if you buy it and you sew it. You buy it his own money, I think it was 150K. Then you sew it 180K. I said, wow. I went to meet my tailor inside the Ogba. Say, I beg, help me sew this cloth. I think I ended up paying like maybe 40K to sew my actual okay, and everything was fine. Everything came out okay. Guy, don't allow anybody to stress you when it's reach your own turn to do wedding. I beg, don't allow anybody to stress you, because what do you mean that I will pay how much on top dress that I will wear for one day, because till tomorrow I still don't know where else I can wear that actual okay to. So I did not really stress myself like that. And of course, I took charge of the guest list. I was the one fighting with my parents, who were just insistent on inviting everybody they've ever come in contact with in this life. And like I couldn't understand it. So I was the one like, liaising with my parents, trying to make sure they don't invite, you know, like 1,000 people. I also chose the venue. Like there were just a lot of things that I was very, very involved in. So all of that was also dragging my time. So on top of the fact that I would be working from the office on some days, while I was in the office, I'll be calling my mom, or my mom will be calling me, or I'll be texting the tailor, say, Auntie, I'm coming this evening to test my cloth, so blah blah blah. And me, I'm somebody that if I want to track something, I'm doing, spreadsheets, I'm doing Excel, I'm doing like Google Docs, I'm doing checklists, Pinterest boards, everything. Like there was just a lot going on. There were fights that were had, there were family members that were blocked. There are still some family members that are even blocked till tomorrow. I did not unblock them after the wedding, because why? And I'm sure some people will ask me, were you able to stick to your initial budget? Let me tell you something. We had a budget, but when I tell you that budget went to shit. Oh lo 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 lo. The wedding came out in like very lovely and everything, but I look like a See, you guys, don't be angry with me. I don't really know how to do makeup like that. I'm just doing what I remember from years ago. So if you are looking at this technique and you're saying, why is she doing all these things? Just know that my knowledge on makeup application is very outdated. Just manage me like that, okay? I tried my best to control that budget, to control the spending, to control as many things as I could, but it didn't work out. If you are someone with a strong will and a strong mind, and a very strong attitude, it will really help you when you are planning your wedding, because I really wish I put my foot down a bit more for some of the things that went on during that whole wedding period. And I was just constantly stressing about the budget, how much was being spent. Like it was literally causing me physical discomfort. I can't count the number of times I treated malaria in the space of these last 4 months. Like I was falling actually ill because of stress from this wedding planning, new job. Like I've already explained how stressful the job was. So I now joined wedding planning with it. I started this job May 19, and then May 31, they proposed to me. So I've basically been planning wedding the entire time that I've been adjusting to my new job. So you can just imagine how stressful it has been for me this entire time. But we thank God, and it came out like the wedding ended up being so beautiful. All the guests that I was so afraid of, that the hall will be overflowing, everywhere will be tight, everywhere will be hot, everywhere will be ugly, a lot of them did not end up coming, which was, I don't know, that is a good thing or a bad thing. I just know that at the end of the day, I was stressing for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I can't tell you, oh, don't stress. There's no need to stress, because if you follow me now and you decide not to stress, and then like 20% more people show up than you were expecting, you will not say it's Olamide that say that I should not stress. I don't know what your own situation is going to be like. I'm just telling you what my situation was like, okay? So yeah, in my own case, the stress was absolutely unnecessary, because at the end of the day, not many people ended up coming anyway. But we shall thank God they ended up coming out really well. So, at least all things came together for good in Jesus' name. Amen. Now, the wedding processes started, in this period of 4 months as well. I had my introduction, in the space of these 4 months as well. But the introduction was actually very, very calm. Like, total of like 30 people tops came for the introduction. So it felt normal. Like, I was hoping that that's how the wedding was going to be too. Silly me. I just wore boo boo. We didn't even match, because I've seen some introduction that I was confused. I was like, is this introduction or is it traditional wedding? Because I'm not understanding. The couple did anko, they tie gele, they did makeup artists. I didn't even do makeup for my introduction. Like, and I was so happy about it. Do you know that when I got to the venue for my introduction, because it wasn't anywhere near here, I stay in Oba, and the venue was in like deep, like after Ibejuleki. I've forgotten the name of the place. It starts with Ekutu. Ekutu. So it's after I got to the place in Ekutu that I realized that, oh lolo, I left my wig at home. The wig I want to wear for introduction, I left at home. I had to borrow one of my auntie's scarves to use as gele. Yeah. So yeah, that's how my introduction went down. It was actually really calm. One of my aunties acted as, the alaga of sorts, and Joshua displayed his absolute inability to dance. There was a point where I actually even started crying, and I don't, till tomorrow, if you ask me why, I can't tell you. Like, I don't know, emotion just overwhelmed me. I don't know what to tell you. I think it was around the part where they asked me to kneel down in front of like my dad and my mom, who was on video call, and just like ask them to pray for me or something like that. I was just overrun with, emotion, and I just started crying for some reason. I don't know. I'm just a baby girl at the end of the day. So that's how the introduction went anyway. So if anyone is pressuring you that your introduction must be one kind parry for the Bugbanwebi, stand your ground and tell them no. I'm gonna wear a boo and I'm gonna tie scarf. And then after that, the next, serious thing that we did was the pre-wedding shoot. That was the opportunity for me to test the work of and of the makeup artist that was going to do my wedding makeup, because I don't normally do makeup. I don't have a makeup artist. So it was the event planners that recommended this makeup artist to me. She has never done my face before. I don't know how she works. I don't know how her stuff is like. So I said, okay, let me use the pre-wedding shoot as my opportunity to just try out her work, see how good she is and everything. And she actually did really, really well at the end of the day. I was actually really impressed. I was like, okay. And the shoot, oh my god, the pictures from the shoot came out so nice. I was just like, is this us? Is this we? I love it. Then the next significant thing was the court wedding, and this is now where I will tell you how I happened to get a whole makeup kit all of a sudden. So the court wedding was going to be in Ikoyi, and it was going to be 8 a.m. We are supposed to leave home by like 6 o'clock if we're going to make that 8 a.m. So I don't know when makeup artist was going to come and set up and do makeup and do all the gbogbo tigbo in time before we start going for the court wedding. I now came to the conclusion that okay, it's looking like I might have to do my makeup myself for my court wedding. So I had to like start checking YouTube, start checking IG. What does makeup look like today? I put together a list and then I went and got a bunch of makeup. And well, now I have a makeup kit that cannot come and waste. Like the wedding has come and gone and everything, but I spent so much money on this makeup kit that I cannot not use it. You get? So now I'm stuck doing makeup for my YouTube videos because money cannot waste. Thank you very much. So that's why I'm here doing makeup now, even though normally don't I don't do makeup. When we got to the registry, God, my jaw hit the floor. I mean, it is the most popular marriage registry in Nigeria, but it's just one of the many marriage registries, and it was so full. I was like, is this how people are marrying every day in this country? And you will see different caliber of like different calibers of people getting married. You see the ones that look like, and then you see the other ones like, okay, I'm happy if you're happy. Not to sound classist or anything, but like you can just tell. You get? I was actually shocked and amazed that there were just this many people waiting in line to get married today. Like from the time we were there to the time that we were leaving, there were just so many people. And then there will be people tomorrow and there will be people the next day, every day like that, like that, like that. But the wedding, like the court wedding itself, I won't say it was stressful. It's just, you know, queues. I hate queues. I hate lines. I hate having to wait in line. But what can you do? But other than queues and that, we were just a little bit late. It was actually really calm. There were different characters, people that were saying settle us, settle us. You see that settle us culture in this Nigeria is similar to the tipping culture in the US, where it's like, I'm not the one that hired you, but you're forcing me to tip. It's the same thing for here too. We have already paid money for registry, and for us, we even paid for fast tracking. We've already paid over 130, or how much did we pay? And then, oh yeah, after the wedding ceremony, the officiator still say, "Mommy and Daddy, everybody," like, and she said it like it's part of the program. She said it like, if you don't drop money, we will not give you your certificate. Do you get? Like, it was actually insane. But what can we do? This country, you cannot just pay for a service and get it, especially if it is like government service. You just hold extra money. It's crazy. Oh, and I also feel like it's very important to mention, if you don't have a bouquet or a head facilitator thingy, you can actually rent when you get there, and it's very cheap to rent. I think I rented a bouquet for like 2K or something. So if you don't have it and you don't want to buy it, you can actually go there and rent it. God bless you very much. And then the wedding day itself came, and it was, like I said, very calm, very chilled. I made sure that nobody stressed me that day. All those wedding stories you will hear where, oh, the my mom was just coming to disturb me. She was knocking on my door. She was shouting at me. Why was I late? Blah blah blah. None of that. None of that happened to me. My phone, I just wrapped it, gave it to my chief bridesmaid. So the way we did our wedding, right? We had the white wedding first, then the Yoruba traditional wedding, then the reception. So between the white wedding and the Yoruba traditional wedding, my event coordinator slash event planner, she brought food for me. Like I balanced, I chopped, we even did reels. Like that day was actually very, very, very clean, very nice. Let me put you on. If you want to do your wedding, little details event planning, I will look for their IG and I will link it in the description. They will do you a very wonderful thing. You will love it. I'm telling you. I don't think it has even still sunk in till now that I've actually married the love of my life. Like, my name has changed. Like, I've been saying Olamide Fred Amadu since I could talk. Now my name is all of a sudden Olamide Caleb. Like, blows my mind every time I remember. Like, it's crazy. Sha, like I said, it was a beautiful wedding. It was a very beautiful day. Almost everything went according to plan. There were some things that I would have rather it didn't happen, and there were some things that I wanted to happen that didn't happen. I will talk about those in more detail in a separate video. But in general, like the general consensus, the day was really good, and I came out the other end as Mrs. Olamide Caleb. Cha, clock it. So after all the stress of the wedding, I was so glad that we were able to escape for our honeymoon. Initially, I didn't think there was going to be a honeymoon, to be honest, because, like I told you, I was stressing a lot about the budget of the wedding, and I thought that we were already digging into our honeymoon funds and everything. So did my husband tell me that, he had plans. So after the wedding on Tuesday, we took a flight and we flew to Abuja, Abuja, and it was literally going to be my first time ever in Abuja, and also his first time in Abuja as well. So it was going to be like an adventure for both of us, not just one of us. Because if he had been to Abuja before, then it's only me that is really going to be sightseeing and all excited and everything, because he has already been there. But it was a new experience for both of us, which I really really liked. Like, I was happy that both of us got to experience Abuja for the first time during our honeymoon. It was actually so fun. So many activities that we did that we wouldn't normally do if we were in Lagos. Me and my husband, we are who you would describe as couch potatoes, or pieces of furniture in the house. We don't like to go out. But going to Abuja for the honeymoon, the change of environment, the change of scenery, it allowed us to come outside a bit more and enjoy ourselves a bit more. Abuja was actually really, really cool. You can decide that you want to go somewhere in the evening. Like, there were some days where we were just at home all day, and then in the evening we would just say, we're bored, let's go out. And we'll just go out. Try it in Lagos, let me see. One thing that I didn't like about Abuja though is their shopping experience. Like, there's some things that you would very commonly see in Lagos that we were not seeing in Abuja. Things like granola, Greek yogurt. I couldn't find it on one. Hair extensions that you just walk into any mall in Lagos and you will see different kind of hair extensions. You pick the one that you want. I couldn't find it. So their shopping scene was a bit dissatisfactory for me, but everything else was nice. Like, sometimes since I've been back, I've been like, God, can we not just rewind time? Let's just do this Abuja all over again. I really enjoyed myself. It was really fun. And I think that was also when I really started doing content again, because throughout the honeymoon, I was vlogging. I was doing a lot of vlogs, but mostly Instagram vlogs, because I was trying to ease myself into it. I didn't want to do YouTube because I would have gotten overwhelmed, if I'm being honest with myself. So I started small with Instagram, just doing little by little by little. I started getting to the groove of creating content again, so that when I now come back to Lagos and I want to start doing content into YouTube and everything, I would have already started getting into the groove. It's not just now that I'll start thinking how there's to set up camera again. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, I used Abuja to basically practice, also while having fun and enjoying my honeymoon. So now that I have basically, brought you up to speed on everything that's been going on in my life, and why I've not really been around, how can I talk and do this sleep like this now? Hold on, let me just do the sleep real quick and I'll be back. Okay, so if you randomly hear a beep in the background, it's because in the 2 seconds that it took me to do my lips, they took the lights. Nigeria, my country. So as I was saying, right, I am back for you this time, and I'm not just saying that I'm back. I'm putting in the work. I'm laying down structures, foundations, and processes that are going to allow me to create content in a steady and like consistent manner, because I have honestly tried my best. Like, I've said it a lot of times on my community posts. Oh, I'm coming back. Oh, I'm doing this and da, 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 da. And at the end of the day, nothing will shele. But this time I have a more structured approach, and I've bought some new equipment that's going to make doing different kind of content more easy, more feasible, for me. I bought a portable tripod. I bought this influencer light. I bought a new mic. And when you buy new things, you'll be excited to use them. So that's kind of part of the reason why I bought some new equipment as well, just to revitalize my ginger in content creation, basically. So this time I'm here for real, and I've actually got quite a number of content lined up for you guys. So make sure you stay tuned, make sure you keep watching, see what my channel is about moving forward. Speaking about what my channel is going to be about moving forward, right? You know, I've always done hair content. I've always been that girl, you know, whose channel you go to for natural hair advice, natural hair related content and everything. But that is going to change moving forward. Okay, I want to do more. I want this channel to evolve. I don't just want it to be natural hair anymore, because honestly, I'm lacking the time for natural hair these days. Like, if we were going to wait for me to have natural hair content to do, I'll literally be releasing content once a month. And I don't want you guys to only be seeing me once a month. I want to be more consistent than that. So the only way that I can think of that that's going to happen, that I'm going to show up more consistently, is if I add more aspects of my life. And there is so much more to share now. Work, life, transitions, a lot of things are changing, a lot of things are evolving, and I just want to, you know, carry you guys along with me. So this channel will no longer just be a hair channel, and that's not to say that hair is going anywhere. I'm still definitely going to do hair content, obviously, but like, I don't want it to just be hair. Okay, this channel is no longer like a natural hair channel. It's more of the Olamide's life show. Okay, there'll be lifestyle content, there'll be vlogging content, married life content, hot takes content, because you know, I get some shower thoughts sometimes, and I'm like, who can I discuss this with? You know, like I feel like I need to tell someone, but I just end up swallowing it and letting it just get buried in the deep depths of my mind. But now, like, I want to be able to share those kind of thoughts with you, those hot takes, see what you think, see what we think, you know, be able to spill the tea, gist with you guys. You get, I want you guys to come on this journey with me, this journey of evolution, this journey of, like, you know, growth and change and maturing. I'm always going to be an unserious person, obviously. Like, I'm not trying to be, you know, prim and proper and whatever, but like, things are changing and I'm growing up, and you know, I want my content to grow with me as well. And I know that a lot of you signed up initially for hair content, but I hope that you would stay on for me, just, you know, just to hang out with me and gist with me. We can have days like this where we just sit down and gist for 30 minutes, and you know, leave a comment, let me know what kind of content you want to see from me going forward. Like, I've already determined by myself that I'm going to be doing, you know, some vlogs, some lifestyle, here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm using, here's what's happening type of content. But like, if there's any specific kind of content that you want me to do as well, you can just let me know. If it is something that is feasible, you know, with my schedule and all, if it's something that I can do, I'll definitely do it for you, just so that I can still be able to serve you and entertain you. Because at the end of the day, this channel is not just for me, it's for you as well. While I am expressing myself, it's also good that I'm expressing myself in a way that also entertains you. So I want you to have a stake and have a say in what goes on this channel as well, which is why, you know, I'm saying it now, that if you have any kind of content that you want me to do, you can let me know in the comment section. But yeah, that is everything that has been going on in my life for the last 4 months. That's why I've been away, that's why you've not been seeing so much of me. But hopefully, you know, well, not hopefully, no, I'm not saying hopefully, I am going to be showing up more consistently from this point forward. That is a promise. It's not a hope, it's not a dream, it's not a wish. The week I don't post content on this YouTube, if you see me on the road, wipe me a rhyme code. I'll give you permission. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for watching me do. I don't know how this looks. This looks nice in the mirror, but I don't know how it looks on camera. The Lord is my shepherd in Jesus' name. But yeah, thank you for watching me do this, for listening to me, for clicking on this video, for everything. Thank you so much. And I will see you in my next video, because there's going to be a next video next week. I promise you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you then.